Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to need for our chili is 4 medium russet potatoes peeled and cubed into small cubes like this. I also rinse them and make sure that there's no other dirt or residue on them. We're just going to put those in our crock pot with everything else. Next, we are going to need 2 to 3 cans of diced chopped tomatoes. You can buy these in the store. This is just ones that my parents make, so I just use this because it's cheaper and easier. Next, we're going to need 3 cans of beans, so you can use whatever kind of beans that you want. Just make sure that you rinse them well. Here I use kidney beans and black beans because it's all I had. Then we're going to need 3 to 4 stalks of celery chopped, plus 1 small onion chopped. This is just a white onion and I just minced it. Now we're going to be putting in some broth base. I use this because it's just the easiest for me to use, but you could also use bouillon cubes. You could use just a vegan broth, or you could skip it altogether if you're watching your sodium intake. But I use about 1 tablespoon of this, and then I also put in 2 tablespoons of chili powder for that chili taste. I don't really measure anything, I just kind of eyeball everything. And then I also added a little bit of cayenne pepper just for spice. This is totally optional, but 1 teaspoon of that. And then I added some red lentils. This is totally optional, it's just I had it around. And I feel like it makes it a lot thicker. And then I also added a cup of quinoa as well. So I feel like this made the chili really, really thick and just amazing. But if you didn't want to add these, you could totally just add the first ingredients and skip those too. So next I'm just adding 4 cups of water and mixing all of this together. And then we're just going to be putting this in our crock pot for the day. So you can put this in your crock pot before you go to work or before you go to school, and it will be done by the time you get home. It's probably the easiest meal you could ever make because you don't have to watch it. But if you're short on time, you can also put this in your crock pot on high, and it will just cook a lot faster, and it'll only take about 2 to 3 hours. But I always just put it on low for about 10 hours, and it comes out perfect every time. So I'm just adding a little bit more water. If you're at home, you'll want to check it maybe midday just to make sure, especially if you added extra lentils and quinoa, because it'll soak up more water. But if you didn't, you should be fine. But just check it during the day and just make sure that there's enough water in it to completely absorb everything. So now I'm just plating this. I like to eat chili over rice because carbs on carbs on carbs. And it also just tastes a lot better. To me, it like soaks in all of the extra moisture, and it just really makes everything really creamy and amazing. So I always just put it over brown rice. But you could eat it plain, you could put it in taco shells, you could eat it cold in lettuce cups, you could do really whatever you want with this. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. For the full recipe, go to the first link in the description box. We wrote it out on our website for you. There's also a printable PDF where you can take with you when you're shopping so that you can get all the ingredients. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoy your chili. For other recipes and free tips, go to our website at brothwhenever.com. Thank you, bye!